Welcome to Morrigan's Cottage. Morrigan's Cottage is a 200-year-old cottage set in Ireland's beautiful and wild west. So, there are no excuses for what I just did other than I had an idea, didn't really think about the idea, just went ahead with the idea. And what I'm going to say is that trust the process, hair grows, and it'll be okay even if it's not okay. But I actually, like this, I went to Woody's to get a compost bin and I came home and painted my door. So there's got to be some kind of diagnosis for that. There has to be. Hello everyone. Oh, Morrigan is not happy that I said hello to you guys. That little squeak was her. Hello everyone and welcome back to another voiceover here at Morrigan's Cottage, and welcome back to another video. This video, or these clips that you're going to see, were recorded in July. Couldn't tell you the date. Today is September the 6th. So over the summer I moved down from 2 videos a week to 1 video a week because I just could not keep up with doing 2 videos a week and everything that was going on at the house and life and everything like that. So we are very behind in getting, well, I should say because it's the responsibility is on me. I am very behind getting these videos up for you guys to see. So apologies for the fact that you're now watching something that's 2 or maybe a month and a half old. I think this was probably end of July. I think I did this after my birthday. So we're sort of catching up. But this, you'll see in a clip in a minute, this was filmed before I'd even finished painting the snug. Because there's a clip here that you'll see that I'm in the snug and it's white. It's not even green yet. But yes, I have moved back up to 2 videos a week. So you should start seeing a video every Wednesday and every Saturday as normal. The Wednesday one comes out at 5 p.m. Irish time, and the Saturday one, Morrigan's having a drink in the background, the Saturday one obviously comes up at 4 p.m. Irish time. That is what I'm going to try stick to for now, and the idea I have in my mind is that the Wednesday one will be more kind of life updates, general chat, and homesteading stuff. So very much about the animals. It's probably going to be the shorter of the 2 videos where possible. And then the Saturday one is really going to focus on the house and the renovation. Now, this will obviously depend on what we have going on. There might be times where there's no animal footage and there might be times where there's no house footage. So just to let you know. You are a demon. I had to do a little pause there in the voiceover just so you could see how annoying Bonnie can be at times. She is a little escape artist and she has a very cushy life here at Morrigan's Cottage, but she tries to get out whatever opportunity she has. But Bonnie is an indoor cat. She has always been an indoor cat. The area that I lived in Canada, the bylaw was that cats were indoor animals, so she's not used to being outside, but she does love to try get out. But anyway, as I was saying, the plan kind of for the next little while, as long as I can try keep up with it, is that on Wednesdays we will have kind of more of a homestead, life update, animal kind of focus video. And then Saturday will be our renovation video or a decorating or kind of house related stuff. Because look, I know some people follow and they only like the house stuff. And I know some people follow and they love whatever it is that we do. So I obviously want to try cater to everyone as best possible, but I also know that, you know, you can't make everyone happy, but this is a homesteading channel. The cottage renovation is kind of like a side part of it, but the overall goal of this channel is just to document my life and the animals and everything we're doing, and obviously the cottage renovation plays a big part in that, but we're not a renovation channel. I just want to remind people, because there was a comment recently, we're not a renovation channel. So it's rough, it looks rough, but oh god, I should have just had lunch. Oh, actually, I kind of like it. It looks rough, but I kind of like it. We're gonna let this dry, and then we'll come back and we might do a second coat. So there you go. That's what we've been up to at the moment. So the first coat is dry. It doesn't look awful, but definitely time to go in with coat number 2. Now, onto the title of the video, how this house didn't feel like mine, or it wasn't mine. And that is because since before I even bought a house, I always knew I wanted a white cottage with blue. Lots of blue. Blue is my favourite colour. I know it's not everyone's favourite colour, and I totally understand if you don't like my colour choice, that's okay. But for me, this is the vision, this is what I wanted. And in a year or two, I might change my mind and I'd be like, you know what, I want a green cottage, or I want a red cottage, or I want a yellow cottage again. But I always felt when I turn the corner and I look at the house as I come down the road, when I see it's the yellow and I think it's like a dark green kind of colour, like it never felt mine. Those weren't my colour choices. So what I wanted to do is just make the house feel more like mine. Now that we're living here full time, I wanted to make the house feel like mine. So the easiest way to do that is to paint it. And we had a couple nice days there in July. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to let my impulsivity shine and I'm going to just get painting. So I literally went to Woodie's to pick up a compost bin, which they didn't have. And instead I came home with cans of paint and I decided, you know what, we're going to paint the front door, because the front door is in very bad shape. It's not the best door. I'd love a new one, but the money just isn't there right now. There's other projects and other things that need to be done before I can kind of splash out 2,000 or 3,000 on a door, which doors are very expensive. So I thought, you know what, a lick of paint might just brighten up the whole door. And I have to say, you'll see at the end, I'm so happy with it. But painting the door spurred me on to actually just, you know what, full blown, let's get this cottage painted. So I went, picked some colours, got all the paint that I needed, and then I started working on the rest of the house. So I hope you enjoy this video. There might be some voiceovers later on, but there might be music, and I know not everyone will like all the music, but I tried to just keep like a very basic elevator kind of music in the background, because otherwise it would just be radio silence, and I think you'd appreciate radio silence less than you'd appreciate just a little jingle in the background. So if you don't like the music, apologies, but I think just listening to me breathe would be worse, because I don't have that much to say to fill a full video of voiceovers. Well, I'll pop the link down below, but if you would like to follow me on Instagram, if you're on Instagram, follow me on over there, because I am posting things more up to date than like this video, which is recorded a month and a half ago, I think, nearly at this point. So if you want to pop over, follow me on Instagram, things are a little bit more up to date there. And then I'll obviously continue the weekly videos here so you can enjoy seeing what we're doing. But yes, it was a good start to this project, and there'll be a couple of videos on it because we got most of the house done, at least most of the front of the house, and I love the colours that I ended up picking. So I hope you enjoy, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks so much for being here with us on the journey. We are going out the front because we are going to actually use the fungicide thing on the house. It's basically like, I don't know, some kind of, it's made by Fleetwood, so that's the paint company we have kind of picked for a lot of our painting and colours, but basically it removes mould, red fungus, maybe green fungus, I don't know, it gets rid of like I think it works indoors too, but particularly for outdoors, if you have a wall that like has had damp problems, which we obviously have, you just basically put it on as if it's paint and then leave it 24 hours and then wash it off, and then you can just paint as normal, and it should help get rid of any reoccurring kind of moldy damp spots that you would have had, as long as your water problem has been taken care of, which ours now has been because the gutters are on, and we have drainage away from the house, so hopefully we won't have kind of like mold marks on the walls going forward. But anyway, it's quite strong stuff, so we're going to use that, and we'll see how it goes. We're going to just roll it on. So obviously here is all the grass that we cut, and I just was standing here and I was like, you know what, I want to paint this. It's that nasty green, so we're gonna paint it blue. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clean it and paint it blue. I did a test patch, just to make sure the paint will go on okay, but it's still this stuff here. This is what the front door is. It's also what my kitchen is, and it's great. Okay, so we've done that all around. So we'll come back tomorrow and we'll clean it. Okay, I have been fed delicious dinner. It was like this lovely rice. I think, I don't know what you call it, but it was delicious anyway. It was like rice and vegetables and yummy, yummy, yummy. So now Morrigan's eating. While she's eating, I'm going to pop outside. We're going to cut the grass. And then me and her are going to go. Because we haven't been on one in a couple of days. It's been raining, but it's after, the weather's picking up, which is really good. And it makes me happy that I went ahead and put that fungal wash stuff on outside. So obviously at the moment, with cutting the grass, there is a lot of space and a lot of grass to cut. And I am still using a push mower, which obviously isn't ideal. I was hoping that I would get a ride-on mower this summer, but finances just haven't been there, and sure, we're in autumn now, so it feels like there's no point getting one at this point unless something comes up on sale. So still using the push mower at the moment, and obviously the strimmer, but the plan is by next spring I will have a ride-on lawnmower. Now, I know nothing about lawnmowers. I only know that you turn them on and you cut grass with them. But specifically, I know nothing about ride-on lawnmowers. So if anyone watching has, you know, an inkling of a good brand or kind of what style of mower I should get, like, because I have no idea. Like, I know that, like, a lot of them look like, you know, they have the boxes on the back or whatever. Like, there's different kinds, I presume. I have about 4 acres of land. It's very wet land during winter months, obviously, when I won't be mowing a whole lot, but in summer it tends to dry up pretty good. It can be quite rocky land, so maybe like a ride-on lawnmower that can go up a little bit higher. There's a lot of rushes and things like that. So anyway, if anyone in the comments has any recommendations on like a kind of ride-on lawnmower that might suit my area of land and use, it'll be used very heavily. Like, do I just need to get some kind of like tractor? I don't know. So anyway, if you have any suggestions, please do leave them in the comments, because we're going to be looking now. So I forgot to film. It's just one of those days. So we cleaned the wall, obviously. Then I got some painter's tape around the window, as you can see there. And I have just painted a couple of patches on the house where we were missing paint, just to kind of layer it up a tiny little bit. And we're going to wait for this to dry now. I actually ran out of white paint, kind of, just for patching. So obviously 1 sill is done and 2 aren't. So I have to go see if I have any more white paint for outside. I think I might. So anyway, we're going to go find that, then have some lunch, and then see what things are like when we get back.